I've been suffering from asthma since I was age 3. Yeah, so I've been suffering for it since a very long time. And I know every night used to be a nightmare. He did so many things. My mother, poor thing, she did so many things for me. See the tension the entire family goes through when you have an attack. In asthma, they really are helpless. They can't do anything. It's only I who am going through. I am suffering, and they are watching me suffer. I think for a mother, nothing can be worse than seeing her 3-year-old or 4-year-old going through this. But when I was in school, I wasn't allowed to play. I was never involved in any games. I was always exempted from PT. I never had any cold drink all my childhood. So never had anything which was khatta. Sour things were absolutely a no-no. Chocolates were a no-no. There were lots of, even fruits were a no-no. Except for maybe apple, I could never have any fruit. Till I was at least 12 years old, 12 to 13 years old. So I had to sacrifice a lot. Because of my asthma, I was extremely protected by my parents. I wasn't allowed to go on holidays anywhere. I wasn't allowed to go on picnics. I wasn't allowed to go for, any party that would happen, like a birthday party or whatever in my building or, with friends or whatever. Because my mom would feel that if I go there, I'll have Coke. And if I have Coke and any soft drink or whatever, it will trigger my attack. And so she used to always control my going out. I never went out without an escort. There were so many things that, like I said, there was too much restriction to what I was doing. And of course, they were doing it for my good. But at that time, I never really understood it. I used to have fights with my parents, I remember, because I used to always demand to know why I'm not allowed. And so what if I have a Coke tonight or, this evening or whatever? And they would just say no. And they would not, the only reason they gave me was, nahi, तुमको attack हो जाएगा, रात को फिर तुम बीमार पड़ जाओगी, फिर 2 दिन school नहीं जाओगी. But I'm like, you're taking me to a doctor. The doctor's giving me medication. So why isn't the medication stopping all this? Never happened. I lost out on so many things. My friends used to play games. They used to run around. They used to do so many things which I wasn't able to do. Because if I ran a lot, played catch and cook, I would start breathing. So I had to kind of stop. So my mom said, khelna hi nahi hai, sit at home. So I should just sit at home and watch while everybody did everything that was normal. Oh, I felt very, very bad. I used to feel like I was abnormal. So that was very painful when you're a child. I went through a multitude of treatments. Initially, we had a GP who was in our building. He was like a family doctor. So I used to be on medication with him continuously for about almost 2 years. The same syrup that he used to prescribe and 2 or 3 pills that he used to give me. So we tried Ayurveda. I realized that it really wasn't affecting, because when I got my attack, I keep having the syrup, but nothing would happen at that time. See, unlike a medication that you take when it's happening, you take a medication and you take a pill or whatever, and you feel, okay, fine, now it's subduing, I'm feeling a little better, maybe I'll feel a little weak. That would happen. But, it didn't. It was the same story. It's just that for a few days I was fine. When I took that, actually felt, oh great, I think it's working and whatever. But within 8 days, it was back to the same thing. And I continued this medication for almost 6 months. So I did homeopathy for about a long time. But the thing about homeopathy is that you do it, what it does, it brings out the problem to the gravest level. So it's like I was undergoing an attack for many days without relief. And the doctor said, no, this is the way it is. And it will subside once the medication starts, affecting you properly. But I couldn't handle that, because that means no school. Then I did that famous Hyderabad fish. I stood in line from morning till afternoon for that fish. I did it twice, no reprieve. And those are the things that I've done. And as a child, I didn't know really what was happening to me, what was being given to me, why was it being given to me, and why wasn't, if it was supposed to be a solution, why wasn't solving my problem? I was 25 years old. I was pregnant, and I used to have asthma attacks. At that time, my gynec told me that perhaps you need to look at something different. And he suggested a rotahaler. And it was very simple. All I had to do was, insert a capsule in that little device, turn it, and just breathe it just like I was normally breathing. It was not like I had to take an effort and breathe in a particular manner or whatever. It was so normal. And within a few minutes, I would get relief. It was that good. And the best part of it was there was no side effects because I was pregnant. So my doctor was particular about what should be given to me and what should not. And he felt this was the best remedy for me. And I went through my pregnancy without a problem. The doctor was very good. He explained everything to me. He explained how to use it right. And I've been using it for the last 16 years now. Wow. See, because the inhaler itself has been done in such a manner, I think created in such a manner that it is very simple to use. There is no complication. It's a very simple device. I mean, you just insert a pill, you turn it around and you breathe it in just like you're breathing normally. Like I would sip a glass of water, that's how I would breathe. I would breathe the inhaler. So I've never had any complexity with it. I mean, even my 3-year-old child can do it. It's as simple as that. You've got it, you've got to live with it. Okay? But how do you live best with it? Now, I can choose not to take the medication because I'm okay right today. I mean, I would have not taken it and I would still be fine, I know that. But the thing is, you never know, you're out over there. There's so much happening around us. There's so much happening within us. Because asthma attacks are also psychosomatic, they're connected with allergens and so many other things. So anything can trigger an attack. This somehow acts as a prevention for it not to trigger it or become worse than what it already is. So I think in order to maintain that level, you need to take it. I use it regularly, every morning. I don't wait for it to aggravate to a condition where, I'm actually gasping and all that. Nowadays, I find so many people using it everywhere. So many people, and I do it at a client meeting where there may be a CEO sitting in that room and they're into a very, very heavy discussion. But if I'm feeling uneasy, I will remove my box and I will use it. I don't have any qualms. And I think nobody should, because ultimately it's your life. And your life is extremely precious. You can't allow something like that to affect what you will be going through. Well, I think inhalers perhaps should have come when I was 5 years old. I would have loved to use it at that time. I do everything that I've ever wanted. Like I said, I have ice cream whenever I feel like. Even in winter, I have it. I have curd. I have all possible fruits. I'm fond of khatta, so I have lots of khatta. I have lots of spice. But I know my limits, so it's not like I go overboard doing that. And I party. I meet friends. I go out. I go traveling. I go trekking. I do everything. And I'm into health, so I gym. My life is just normal, which I guess should have been when I was younger. I've regained my freedom. I've got my independence. I'm behaving normally. Today if I'm sitting and talking to you, you wouldn't even dream I was an asthmatic. See, first of all, what I'd like to say is asthma today is not so, it's not an unknown illness, if I may say so. Everybody knows what difficulty you have in breathing and whatever. I feel it'd be nice if people understand what they're going through, and more importantly, understand that there is a solution for it. You don't have to wait for it to come to you. It's there. All you have to do is just reach out for it.